Mema Ovidia Kwaba Eba GC News, hot news all time, latest and hot news. And I'm the Bremo. Issue Eddie directive of us party agent in one in growing free sentence on Nuna NBC for one go and if I want to one in TSA line and now they want to withdraw. Now, assembly. Now, answer me day and 7 in a half about Mr. Says, so we subscribe to the channel now, Mr. Say over subscribe. What you have say over click the subscribe button now our daily notification. We answer video for be upload on also WhatsApp and everything. I feel we are now like video give us a thumbs up. Now fee or share my offer for sooner when you be now watch it. I feel you go a year and 7 more. Easy one of the directive about say a party seminar one and draw one agent and me pinch ICC was sentencing at the end of NBC policy that like interest. Dr. Omaniboama or the celebrity to that for what you say, and now they want to go because one who be easy, a person would see one transfer centers, Hona, Rugona per se, one transfer one vote, and call me maybe a 1% one to about. Then this phones that the young pencil and net young pencil, and this phones who say 1 year a year easy phone the 9 ever done one assistant, now they want the pencil. Now, I hear Penia Wire, Director of Operations, Director of Elections, Emma, a year NBC phone, Dr. Omaniboama. Or the and some to the Afam. Now, yes, some men intend to marry more than a catch it, and some of the two Gani and some of us will get it, and some of course, in Tinsaman.
We discussed the issue, and as I indicated, it's a no. We show a red card to the EC's unilateral decision to ask political parties to withdraw the agents.
But they did mention.
In the name of transparency, which is one of the key ingredients of the EC, enshrined in their own motto, why will anyone want to ask political agents, party agents to withdraw? So we asked why, and then the EC cited altercations at the centers. Then I ask a question. Are you distinguishing between causality and causal association? Are you saying it is the political party agent, NDC, one agent, MPP, one agent, if the other parties also have their agents there, 111? Are you saying they are the people who are causing the altercations? If you are not saying so, why do you base your decision on the fact that because there are disturbances there, political parties must withdraw their agents? They could not deal with the distinction between causality and causal association. Fortunately, they said we should give them time. They will go and deliberate on it and get back to the political parties. I then insisted that because this is urgent, in the interest of transparency, they should prioritize this discussion and let us have the decision. They agreed. But as it is, the NDC, as our General Secretary has put out, we will not withdraw our agents from the transfer centers. Look, we have an authority, specific constituencies, and specific number of votes that the MPP wants to transfer to those constituencies. We got that document less than 15 minutes when the EC statement about political parties should withdraw their agents also started circulating.
Doc, where's the source of that document?
You may want to ask, where did I get my information about the stolen biometric equipment at the headquarters of the EC from? I will not disclose the source, but I'm the very person who got the information about the stolen biometric equipment at the headquarters of the EC under CCTV surveillance, which they are admitted to. I'll say I'm the very person, and I trust the source because the source proved to be credible when the source provided the information about the stolen biometric equipment. So the point we are making is that gerrymandering is something that unscrupulous political parties pursue during transfer of votes. We do not want any political party to engage in gerrymandering. All political parties must be interested in free, fair, and transparent elections. Therefore, agents of political parties must be present during this transfer exercise. If you are not careful, you will be deceived to believe that during exhibition of the register, you can object to illegal transfers. Read the law carefully. The law does not permit that challenge when it comes to exhibition.
But Doc, does the law permit it during the transfer of votes?
The law does not permit it, but when you know that this is what it is, you can prevent it. You can aid the returning officer. Let's face it, for a whole constituency, the transfer is being done at the EC's district office. Even if the returning officer is an area guy or an area lady who knows a lot of people, he or she is not likely to know everybody from every polling station. You understand? So ideally, you should be interested that, oh, there are people there who can help you. Bear in mind that we have a very informal sector in this country. You understand? So we are interested in prevention. The question I ask is, why is the MPP every step of the way against transparency and in favor of opacity? What is it that they are up to? What is it that they are hiding?
We don't have to be confrontational in election processes.
Implementing the directive from the EC, according to some district officers, was challenging. They, however, have been able to convince party agents to stay away.
It's difficult telling them not to observe the process. We've tried to let them know that we are going by the directives and therefore they should move away. But then it's really difficult. They are still hanging around, not in the center, but they are still hanging around, observing.
I've enforced the communique to the letter, and we have communicated it to the party reps that came around this morning. And they've understood, so they've stepped aside.
For the Coalition of Domestic Election Observers, that agreement is a recipe for disaster.
If it's going to continue, definitely it's going to be chaotic. Don't be there, I'm going to be there. Don't be there, I'm going to be there. Then it's going to be chaotic. So, the best thing for maybe the other party to do is to also withdraw. Because they've done a lot of discussion here, and I don't think the EC gave in.
Right, so for those who may actually be hearing this particular development for the first time, basically what's happening is that currently those who are transferring their votes to places where they will be voting in December are undertaking that exercise, which the EC is supervising. However, there have been some challenges. Case in point is what happened yesterday in the Owusu constituency where someone was stabbed. In fact, we were told that it's the son of Hawakumsen who was stabbed, and there was some kind of confrontation. On the back of that, the Electoral Commission has directed that all party agents should not be allowed at the transfer centers or the areas where the collation or the transfer of the votes will be done. The NDC is insisting that they will still send their agents there irrespective of this directive because they suspect that the Electoral Commission and the New Patriotic Party have something up their sleeves which they do not trust. That was why today's IPAC meeting took place, which was an emergency meeting on the behest of the Electoral Commission. At that meeting, it ended in a deadlock because there was no way forward. All the parties could not agree. Tomorrow, the exercise continues. The EC directive stands. No party agent should be allowed. But it looks as though the NDC is defying that. They say their agents will be there. In fact, I've heard one of the officials saying that they are going to allow party people to go there to observe. We're trying to see if we can get the Professor Ransford Agyapong to give us his thoughts on this particular development, especially with less than 6 months going into the election. How do we resolve this amicably, as still a fledgling democracy? We'll do well to get Professor Agyapong. If we do get him, we'll put some of the questions to him. But what do you make of this particular development? We'll be happy to hear your thoughts as well. So I'm told that we do have Professor Ransford Agyapong joining us via phone. Prof, thank you so much for making time to speak with us. Good evening to you. Hello, Professor Ransford Agyapong. And unfortunately...
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for making time to speak with us. If you are by a set, kindly lower the volume for us. I'm sure you can hear us through the phone, so we can have this conversation. So, Professor,
hello, I can't hear anything. If you could increase the volume a little.
All right, so I would work around that and see if we can get a better connection to Professor Ransford Agyapong. But, Prof, while we do that, let's see if you can hear my first question, which is, what are your initial thoughts on this this issue between the NDC, the EC, which is that don't allow party agents at the centers? The NDC is insisting they will send their party agents there. How do you see this particular issue unfolding?
Well, please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I didn't get a clear direction of your question, but I think your producer had some discussion prior to this interview, so maybe I can speak to the general issue. The idea of transfer of voters, especially in our electoral laws, is an administrative process that doesn't require the agents of political parties to be present. But due to the current trust deficit of the Electoral Commission, I'm told it was agreed that the parties could send agents there. But given that the transfer of voting exercise lacks an inbuilt process of challenge, unlike the voter registration process that people can challenge, people who are going to register, this particular lack has led to some conflict and violence at the various centers. And then we are told that so the Electoral Commission has ordered that party agents should be withdrawn. I think that the strict withdrawal or call for the withdrawal of the party agents, in my view, is not sober a decision. It's not too sober a decision, given the deep-seated perception that the opposition has with the Electoral Commission. I think if you say simply that, look, withdraw your party agent, it creates a certain impression, derogatory or negative impression that, look, you are asking that we be withdrawn so that we can do something untoward. I know that is not the case, but sometimes perception plays a key role in shaping how people behave and conduct themselves. So my recommendation is simple. Once the Electoral Commission agreed with the parties to send agents there, maintain the agents there. But then the Electoral Commission has just completed a voter registration exercise, which in my view was largely peaceful because they were also able to have security personnel there to police the process. And so maintain the voter party agents there and increase or beef up security at the various areas where voter transfer exercise is taking place, so that if any party agent decide to unnecessarily interfere in the process, the security agency will take the person on. I think it should be as simple as that. But straight away asking that the agent be ignored, I think it's not sober enough, because then it ignores the fact that, look, the agents have been sent there by the parties because they, first of all, do not even trust the processes and they don't trust the election management of the end. Two, the EC should not do anything that would deepen the trust deficit that the political parties, especially the opposition, opposition parties have.
Right.
So let the agents be there,
right,
but beef up security and ensure that if any party agent is trying to unnecessarily interfere in the process, and the security agency are there to ensure that there is peace. I think that should be the way to go.
Right. And finally, Prof, we know tomorrow the exercise continues and the directive still stands. The NDC is insisting they'll send their agents. How should this be resolved? We do not know of another IPAC meeting to try and smoothing or come to some sort of a consensus on this matter. How should tomorrow play out, in your opinion?
My check to the Electoral Commission revealed that the meeting at IPAC today was inconclusive. And so I am hoping that quickly they would speak among themselves and then speak to the political parties to ensure that there is some agreement and consensus as to the way to go. Right. But look, if the opposition party insists that they will still police the process, I think that the EC shouldn't stop them. But the way to go would be to ensure or beef up security at the various centers, so that if somebody is doing anything untoward, there will be the law enforcement agencies would ensure that there is peace.
Professor Ransford Gyampo, pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.
You're waiting for waiting, and some Dr. Omaniboma edited directive at EC by say party agents in your withdraw one. Parties in and withdraw what the agent, no 94 one about and so what they and said to an hour at because GCD so and our hero. So we know subscribe, yeah, message over subscribe. Now I like in our share video, ama offer so agent in our work. Also, with me actually working for a year and so we now I will comment box in over in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.